All right, welcome to the Alpine A110 S. Let's go. Oh, I'm loving this car. Let's fire it up. All right, little 4-cylinder. All right, let's join me in this wonderful car. It's been around since 2017. Was released on the Geneva Motor Show. Geneva Motor Show, rest in peace. It's not here anymore, unfortunately, but we were lucky enough to have this car being launched back then, and it's been around since. Few things have changed over time. We've seen the car evolve a bit because it started with the 252 horsepower version only, and in 2021 they upgraded the entire model range with the extra GT version, and this one, the S, the one we are driving. We're starting pretty slow. Just gonna talk you through the car a bit. About these three models, the A110, the pure, still being around 252 horsepower. Incredible car. And then we have the GT and the S. The GT and the S both have the 300 horsepower engine. Base is still the same, just ECU upgrade. GT is more about comfort, more about luxury. You can find some more leather inside, more comfortable seats. Even these sabled bucket seats are pretty incredible. It's more the Grand Tourer version, of course. And then this one, the S, which is more like a track focused oriented car, not as much as the R, because that's again another step in the A110 game. But the S is definitely the one to have fun on a track day. You can drive to the track day, have a lot of fun, and then drive back home again. So that's the idea of this car, and it does feel a bit stiffer compared to the to the normal one, of course, because damping, anti-roll bars, suspension, and all has been reworked, which makes this car like a really a really impressive thing when you start pushing it. It's not as wobbly as the original A110, which was sometimes a bit soft in the suspension. It had that specific driving entertainment, of course, but this is much more sharper in the steering. So people who really appreciate to drive a bit faster, this is the perfect car for that. And all right, let's find some lovely roads to have some fun with. So the S comes with a few standard features. So we have the 300 horsepower engine, which is almost 50 more than the regular one. Newton meters increased by 20. It's not much, you probably won't feel it. 0 to 100 has been slightly improved. It's now 4.2. So it's all a little bit better. So it's quite of a, well, it doesn't seem that much, but on a weight that's only for the S 1100 and a bit, it's quite impressive. So with a car that is light, just like the A110, it's really in the small things that you can, that you can feel the difference. And they really did an impressive job again on the A110, because you have all the luxury you want or you might need in a car. Seats are honestly super comfy. It's not the first time I drive one, so I had the opportunity to drive one for very long trips, like 300-400 kilometers in a day or so, and it's really easy going. Even the S, it feels super comfortable. All right, the suspension is again a bit stiffer, but it doesn't, it doesn't destroy the comfort of the car. So that's kind of a big thing too, because you want the car to be comfortable again, and they really managed to do that. So standard features on the S, well, biggest thing is again the difference in performance, and then sport exhaust system, bigger brakes, suspension reworked, and then this one also has the extended Alcantara interior package, which is I really like it. So you have the dashboard in Alcantara, steering wheel, center tunnel, and the entire roof. It's pretty cool. So this one also has the vocal audio upgrade, which sounds perfect. It's all pretty well finished, and the ride, super smooth. I really like it. It's a very easy-going car. Driving position is also very relaxing. Sometimes I feel that I'm like a bit too tall, because my legs are not like super far away. So that's maybe the only thing, but French people in general are a little bit shorter, and we notice, or we see in the sales numbers, that like I think it's almost 2/3 of the A110s being sold is in France. So that's pretty impressive. And with the upgraded models next to the GT and the S being launched in 2021, they also launched, you had the Atelier program, which is like some kind of individualization program, like the individual at BMW or the Designo at Mercedes-Benz. You had these specific programs to give a personal touch to your own A110, and they also added a few extra colors in that Atelier program, the heritage colors, which is something I really like, because again I do love colors. And they added 22 heritage colors, it's called, which means colors from older Alpine models, all older Alpine A110 models, that they added to the Atelier program. We're driving one at the moment. Color is called Vert Tilleuil. In French, it all sounds really pretty. But it's translated, it's like Linz green. A very special color, which was originally introduced in October 1970 on an Alpine A110. So that's a nice thing about Alpine, that they have this beautiful heritage to do really cool stuff with. And then we get things like this. And a funny thing is that the body color is always visible inside a car. A little touch, but it's pretty cool. I don't know a lot of cars anymore today that have bodywork in a bodywork color inside. So that's pretty cool. Alright, driving to town. Visibility is super great in this thing. You can see everywhere around you. Not many dead angles even, because even here behind me I have this little window, and it's really easy for the dead angle that you might have. That 1.8 turbocharged engine really sounds great, and we're only driving in normal, so we have 3 driving modes, which is normal. And if you push the sport button once, goes into sport, display changes a bit, the exhaust wakes up, so you can hear it a bit more. Some small pops and bangs. Little bit sharp in the steering wheel, and then if you continue pushing on the sport button, goes in track, turns off the ECU a little bit to yeah, to have a little bit more feeling. Pops and banging in the exhaust, really cool. I can really feel, yeah, it really pushes. Also with the changes in gears, as well as upshift or downshift, you really can hear the pop, pop, pop. Yeah, really cool, really cool. So it's a really engaging car, this thing. If you downshift, it's really loud, and this gearbox is super fast. I was really surprised by actually how fast this thing is. It's like you drop 2 gears, tick tick, and it's immediately, there's like, yeah, there's no losing time in this thing. It's okay, you want to go, you want to go. Yeah, really loud, really loud. Because a lot of people are like, yeah, but it's only a small engine, 4-cylinder, 1.8, but in a package like this, it makes super much sense, because yeah, that engine is light, it has enough power. 300 kilos, 300 horsepower for 1100 kilos is, yeah, incredible. And it's easier to lose weight than to gain horsepower, or at least it's less expensive to lose weight than to gain horsepower. And talking about weight, yeah, again, it's super light, so 1100 kilos. And then this one is also equipped with the carbon fiber aero package. So we have front splitter in carbon fiber, and the little spoiler on the back, which gives the car a lot of more downforce, and pushes the car to a top speed of 275 kilometers, which is, yeah, I think it's pretty fast for a car of this size with this amount of horsepower. So pretty impressive numbers. And we also have the optional carbon roof, which saves about 1.8 kilograms, which is which is really decent. And again, on a small amount of kilos, it's a big number. So if you have a car that weighs, I don't know, 2+ tons, and you go for the carbon roof that might save you 2 kilograms, yeah, the result might be less impressive compared to this thing. Right. Very engaging. Yeah, it really pushes you, and it's a car that gives you a lot of confidence too. It's quite easy, I'd say, to drive a little bit on the limit of the car. You can find it, yeah, quite easily, and it's not scary or something like that. Don't want a car that scares you too much. Yeah, the sound is incredible. Even on these little B roads, it's a really fun thing. Almost feeling a bit like a rally driver right now. Back in the old days with the A110. Really fun car. Alright, there's this man reversing for me. Thank you. Alright, yeah, roads are small here. Whew. Yeah, this is fun. This is really, really fun. And the power is there instant. If you want it and you're in the right gear, then it really, really launches you. Even on these little bit bumpy roads, its suspension is doing really well its thing. Yeah, this is fun. This is really fun. And it really feels like a little go-kart. Really feels like a little go-kart. Alright, let me change back in the different sports mode a bit. Back to normal. And it's a really easy-going car if you want to use it daily. I don't know if there are a lot of people driving it daily. If I would buy one, I would definitely use it more than just in the weekend. It's quite, a practical car because mid-engine, so you have space in the boot, in the front, space in the back. It's not the biggest. So going out for a week with the wife would be pretty difficult, I think. But for a weekend you can put bags everywhere, and even behind the seats you can put a few bags. So that would definitely be an option to use as a daily driver. I would definitely do it. I would definitely use it as a daily driver. Way too much fun. Way too much fun. Even in normal, it's already fun. You maybe don't have the notes of the exhaust, but the driving is still pretty incredible. And it really does feel like a go-kart. Again, small car. I do like small cars. The only thing that might be something annoying is a big word, but you don't have any or not a lot of storage inside of the car, so that's quite a thing. You have the space in the boot, in front, in the back, but inside there's not even a glove box, so that's a little bit silly that you don't have these perks. I know an accessory is that you have a little bit of a glove box right there to put some stuff in, but that's about it. So it's not that much. It's a really fun car. Chassis, it's so incredible, and just it does what you want. It's so precise in the steering. And I know that a lot of people might complain because it's only an automatic and not a manual transmission, something that we like in these small light cars. But the automatic is so good that I don't really bother that it's not a manual somehow. I do love a manual too, and I do think some cars really need a manual gearbox, but this isn't one of them. It's so well developed as a product with the automatic gearbox. Makes it also a bit more usable for daily commute. That honestly, I really don't mind the automatic one. It's a really good one. It's a really good one. so light. Such a light car. Absolutely love it. It's well finished. The little screen here, it's a bit outdated. I'll have to be honest, but it works. It has the CarPlay. That's kind of all you want, so wouldn't bother. Only one fun thing is, every time I drive, I'm like, oh wait, where is it? Where is it again? And it's the cruise control and the speed limit, you know, because the buttons are on the steering wheel. So I'm like, okay, fine. But the button to activate is actually here downstairs. So that's the only thing I'm like, why didn't you put it somewhere extra here just to turn it on or off? That's the only thing I'm like, okay, could have been better. But besides that, yeah, this is a pretty wonderful car. Goes sideways too really well. Yes, a little bit less than the non-S version, because yeah, this is a more again track focused car, so you don't really want or need it to slide, because it's more about lap times than about the fun factor. But if you want it to go sideways, it'll still do it, even more in the wet, because there's plenty of horsepower to do it. So so yes, will definitely go sideways, right? Let me put it back in sports, manual, because we do love manual, so I can play a bit. Pops and bangs again. And the engine really feels alive. Really feels alive. Yeah, it's such a great product. I don't know for how long they will keep building these things, because we all know that Alpine will be going electric for I don't know when, but yeah, I don't think it will last very long, these cars. So if you're able to to buy one of these, honestly, you just should, because it's definitely a car that will that will be always like somehow pleasing to people, and it will definitely keep its value. If you see the second market now, these cars don't lose a lot of value. There are not so many of them. Definitely not these special colors, because they're always limited to 110 examples, so that's a pretty cool thing too. And they're all numbered, so this is number, let me check, because the badge is right there, number 60 of 110. So then you know you really have something very, very, very special. And Alpine is also celebrating its 50th birthday this year, because they started in 1955. So then you know that they might release some pretty cool stuff, or let's hope they will. So then it's definitely the moment to get yourself one of these cars before it might be too late. Because this thing is really the definition of driving pleasure. So yeah, a really cool thing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy it a little bit longer. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this quick drive. Hope you learned a bit about the wonderful world of Alpine, and yeah, we will definitely see each other soon at another AutoNext video. Take care, thank you for watching, bye bye, cheers.